Sometimes you just got to appreciate it. And then we move
I
on.
thought you and Zach were sharing. He lost his chance. Now let's get this donut.
I love that little moment. Yeah. We have a team. We have a mission. It's go time.
That's right. And,
All right.
Why did they swing their lightsabers down? So they could bring them back up again and look cool.
Literally the only reason. But it looks cool. It's easier to talk to each other when you put the sabers down.
Yeah,
but then
because
once
their
you
hum
finish,
is so loud.
yeah. See, once you finish talking, you need to get the sabers back up. Yeah. And at the same time, they put them down too, without talking about it.
Because now they're in sync. Now they're teammates.
That's it.
See, this is the first time in the entire video where two people have stood next to each other for longer than 2 seconds and not tried to whack each other's head off.
I mean, you make a good point. We're breaking new territory here, standing next to each other, not trying to kill each other. It's a radical concept.
It's good. It's crazy.
Alrighty.
And
Let's,
I love,
let's get going.
again, thank you God. Look at the wind. I love it. It's
the
so
wind.
epic, particularly for this shot.
Oh yeah,
This donut.
All in her hair and everything.
the wind just really adds to it, doesn't it?
And then, so at this moment, the music dies out. We just need a bit to breathe because we've had all of this build-up tension for the last minute and a half. So now it's like, it's like the calm before the storm.
That's
basically.
right.
That's the sort of thing. You need your highs and lows.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the start of the third act, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good.
And Zach does his Zach thing.
Cooper. What do you want? Well, look.
I love this shot. I love that shot. Just
I'll
stop
go back to
there.
it.
Stop there. I love how. Not that one. No.
I'll get to it.
This one.
Yeah.
You see Zach. He sees them coming. They're right in the middle of the shot.
Yeah.
Lightsabers parallel.
Yes.
And then walking in step, in sync, and then you can see the lightsaber of Cooper and his head on the ground. I mean, that is a lot going on.
Thank you. And it's a reminder of the geography as well.
The geography.
You cannot forget the geography.
The geography. Every time I watch this movie now, all I'm going to think about is the geography. Anyway, on we go.
Yeah, and again, you can see the wind is still going.
Still going.
So it's-
And the leaves are blowing and it's autumn now, whereas we started in spring or whatever it was, or winter. We've gone through all 4 seasons of the year in the process of 10 minutes.
I love, that's where you get a good look at a lightsaber. For these, this is like when you get to see the lightsaber effects.
We haven't seen the purple one for quite a while at this point, because Cooper's been lying down on the job.
Yeah. And I love, as well, look what's happening here. Just in case.
Yeah.
You
don't want to let anyone else have it. I mean, Charlie picked up one earlier. Yeah. Alrighty.
Yeah. And so it's almost like Zach, again, just in case Cooper's trying to say any funny business.
Yeah.
But also,
double cross.
It's also a little character moment, subtle character moment for Zach, because Zach has every opportunity to slice Cooper, which in any other circumstance, Zach would be like, yeah, as soon as I can.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, his character. But in this circumstance, he's like, actually, you know what?
I need a teammate.
And he's even willing to not get him at this moment. Yeah.
So, do you want to go halves?
I'll leave now, but that donut's mine.
We'll see.
Just outrageous
I don't
that you thought you could try the same tactic a third time.
Yeah, I feel like the teamwork dynamic's not quite working or gelling yet.
Yeah, so that is the hope. So, I mean, to be fair, Cooper at this moment doesn't know what's going on. He's knocked out.
He doesn't.
The last thing he saw actually, and this is why he's so aggressive in that moment. The last thing he saw was Zach throwing him off the hill.
I know.
So for Cooper, he's like, hold on, Zach is over the top of me with this lightsaber. What's he gonna do? So that's why he's so on edge, and also because it's Cooper's character to be kind of on edge, And so that's why Zach kind of needs to explain, kind of almost bring him up to speed a little bit. But also, Cooper hasn't seen that Zach didn't fulfill his promise with Kira. So that's why he gets away this time. He says, want to go halves?
Yeah.
But Cooper knows a little bit better. And this is...
The audience knows that the want to go halves is a trap.
Yes.
Cooper doesn't know that.
Yeah, but he's got his suspicion, and that's why he
just doesn't trust Zach, and he's right.
I hope you for now, but that donut's mine. And I like mine. Mine is Cooper's favourite word in this.
He said it earlier. He said, "It's mine. It's mine."
He said it. He said it. This is the third time he says it. I'm pretty sure he says it 5 times in the video, which I just thought was so funny because it, in one word, it captures the selfishness of his character. Again, this is not Cooper, of his character. It's pretty the extreme. And I just thought that was so funny. Just he keeps saying it over and over again, but he never says it in exactly the same way.
No.
He always uses slightly different words.
And the more he says it, the funnier it is.
That's right.
It really is funny.
And then, we'll see. And I love this just little... Like the Cooper brings his lightsaber in. And then time for the standoff.
We're gonna share it. Do you wanna join us?
No way. Charlie, don't you care that your little brother's hungry? Cooper, your little tummy already ate the most.
I wasn't talking to you.
Well, Cooper, ladies first.
So maybe Kira should have it.
She's not a lady yet. She's only 10. Hey!
But surely the hungriest person should have it.
How are we supposed to do that?
We don't need to. I already know it's me. As the oldest, I'll decide. We'll all share it.
You're boring. Well, you're selfish.
We're not sharing. Why not?
Because it's mine. Win it then. Mine!
Oh, so good. I didn't realize that this was a pretty epic moment. I thought the most epic, like the only epic moment basically was in that bit we just before in the slow motion. But when I started watching it with people, actually all throughout this video, I didn't realize until, because so much of this video, like I didn't know how people would react.
No, you didn't.
I was just trying to anticipate and guess and hope that the instincts were right. And I'm glad they by and large paid off.
Yes, Josh. It gave us more than we were expecting.
And so that I love again here.
It's all the dolly. It's all the dolly
the,
here. The dolly steals the show.
Well,
in a sense, doesn't it?
There's no dolly.
Oh, this is the no dolly one.
This is all handheld.
Oh, wow. It's just so smooth.
But I love the wind here. Again, thank you, God. And then, all just the idea is that every shot gets slightly closer, and we show the lightsabers because again, add to the tension. Actually, no one's fully not ready to use these. Like this is not all just talk.
It's really is a Mexican standoff. The guys with the guns and the holsters are ready to go.
Absolutely,
that's what it is. Yeah,
and they're talking, and if you listen to all these different lines, almost every single line is a payoff to what was set up earlier. So the idea is, it goes back to the reasons that they gave in the first 30 seconds of the video for why they should have the donut. And so you see the progression of the character. So you see Cooper still just wants it for himself.
He hasn't had much time to progress his character.
That's
right. He's been lying down.
That's true. He's been knocked out half the year.
Whereas Kira and Charlie have
they're kind
advanced.
of throwing it to each other. Kira's kind of defending them. Charlie is like, well, maybe Kira should have it because she's and I just love how the idea is you try to bounce between them all. They all get the moment to shine in this little moment.
Right.
And you kind of, as you watch, they're all chatting. You don't even realize that Zach hasn't said anything yet. Look at this cheeky grin on Zach's face.
He's just preparing his one-liner.
That's right. It's just still that talking, and then
and that was a bit like that. That happened in the beginning, didn't it?
That's right.
He didn't really say much, and then he's like, "Well, I'm just hungry, so I should have it."
That's exactly right. And so while Kira and Charlie have changed and grown, Zach and Cooper have not. We don't need to. I already know it's me. Zach's delivery on this stuff. All of their delivery is so good, so in character, but Zach in particular, yeah, again, they all just shine in different ways. All they have their different strengths throughout the video. And Zach, I don't know how he does it. It's just so funny. And then now it gets real quick.
Quicker,
You're
quicker,
boring. Well,
faster,
you're selfish.
closer up.
Yep, closer, real close. What? Not sharing. Why not? 'Cause it's mine. Win it then. And then I love this. Suddenly, 1, 5. And you love the choir in the background as well. As it just builds and builds and builds. And I just love, because this is the first time we've ever seen all 4 lightsabers together.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, the lightsabers, the colours just work so nicely together. I just think it's so fun. It's just raw fun. It's like, this is the moment where it's like, this is what you came for. I know you wanted lightsabers, so let me give you all the lightsabers you could ever want. So it's just, we'll just enjoy it.
It's just
that wide shot, and then bang, they practice so much. And again, the sounds and all and the music's so epic at this moment. It's all just building, it's all paying off now. There we go, there's some teamwork. Oh, I love that bit. Yeah. We'll just go quickly through these bits, but so good. Fight. Such big hits. I love this bit where Kira jumps.
Yeah. Gee, that's clever.
Yeah.
So some new stuff we haven't seen before. You're still trying to shake it up a bit, you know?
Yeah, that's right. And then, even this moment, there's another little, what's it called, Dutch?
Yeah, a bit of a Dutch angle there.
Yeah. Just part of the rest of it.
Flying back, yeah.
Bang. And then, do you see that little lens flare on the right there?
Yeah, I do see
It's
that.
a little subtle.
Wow, Josh. I didn't appreciate that at the first time I watched
That's
it
all right.
through, so I'm
Look
glad
at
we're
it,
going
and
through it now.
We'll see it go across the screen. And then this is the test. So it's like, all right, so still in this moment, Cooper and Zach are still not really helping each other.
No.
This is why they're on the back foot the entire time. The moral is friendship and and teamwork.
Yes.
And they're just trying to whack each other. They're trying to whack the others.
Yeah.
Whereas Kira is actually willing to stick her neck out to try and save Charlie there. And then, whoa. And I love this little moment of Zach. Double, what do you call it?
It's clever. It's very clever.
Yes,
though.
yeah. Hard to pull off. A little bit silly.
Slightly, yeah.
But that's because this video is silly.
Yes.
And it's good fun.
And then you track as she goes up there. And then, always like that video. Right?
And then, look at that windmill shot. And then, this Kira is a beast shot.
Yeah, she was absolutely going ballistic. And then we see both.
Geography
go
shot.
up, yeah. Camera twirls around.
And it builds and builds, and then silhouettes.
The silhouette shot.
Kira, whoa, can't finish like
And then more character.
started it. Charlie, sit.
Still don't want to share?
It's mine.
So fun. So fun.
Oh, I love that where we're over here and then we switch over there. Oh, brilliant.
Bang, bang. Charles does it so hard there. And I love this shot. This shot, technically it's actually a little bit longer, but for the sake of the smoothness and all fitting together, I had to cut it a little bit. But Kira just charging up the hill. Like, Cooper's got the high ground.
Yeah.
But
But it's easier to go forwards, backwards though.
Yes.
Because Cooper doesn't know where the tree's going to be.
True, yeah.
So,
actually, I
I
forgot in that really long shot ages ago, Cooper ran into trees.
I bet he
Walked
did.
backwards a bunch of times. He was a good sport about it.
Oh dear. Oh, the
Bang,
poor
bang.
guy.
And then I was pretty happy with. It was really hard to try and communicate that they're kind of switching places and turning around.
Yeah.
But we managed to kind of do this. And,
Yeah, not
and this was
easy.
hard to choreograph together, but we made it work.
It would have been easy just to have them keep doing the same fights, but for the finale, you need to have a bit more.
That's right.
Switch it up a bit.
Oh,
Yeah.
they're team working.
Started with the foot.
Oh, and there's, you know, what's so special about those shoes?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Oh, those shoes.
They've been all around a long time.
My goodness. Well, I had to wear them to the premiere because I lost a bet. Feel free to be in contact if you want to know more about that. And silhouette, bang. See, originally, actually, the first time we filmed Charlie and Cooper's shots, their first fight, I didn't know how to do silhouettes well. So I made the background way too bright and everything, but we learned. And so then this was, I just think, such a cool shot.
And I'm glad that you saved the silhouette shot till towards the end for maximum impact. You know,
And then
that's
a little
just
character
brilliant.
moment.
Yeah, a bit more chat. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good.
Come finish what you started. Zach is
And
just
this-
such a
they're trying to have
provocateur.
this is the first time they're trying to have a chat while they're like going
Yes.
full tilt with the, which I think is quite funny actually. Oh, by the way, I had you with this. Oh, yeah.
And so it's a little bit hard actually to mix these bits to try and make it so the lightsabers are still loud but they're not overpowering, so you can still hear them. But we made it work in the end. This was fun, and I love Zach knows in one line he's already won her over. Like, he's already annoyed her. He doesn't he goes, you can't finish what you started. You're the one that started it. And, you know, he could have said, no, you did, or something like that. But all he does is smirk.
Which I think is so much better. Just this little cheeky smile. I've annoyed her now. I've done what I wanted to do.
Charlie, switch.
So
look at
smooth.
that. Look at that. She's like, oh, and then intense. Oh, you're in for it, Zach. And then look at this. There's a lot going on. Look, so look at. I'll just play it. So then you see on the left, it's just Kira and Zach, and that's probably what you're mainly looking at. But then Charlie, this is like improvised moment. Charlie does this little thing with his lightsaber. Look how close he gets it to Cooper's face. And that's not a visual effect. He nearly whacked him in the face.
Gosh,
And it's
that was
almost like a
close.
test. I love it. It's such a cool little character moment. Because it's like, it's like Charlie's testing him, and Cooper is like, I know you're too much of a pushover. I know you're not going to kill me. And he doesn't even flinch. Look at that.
That is just
Such
actually
a
incredible.
sick,
And
cool
I had
little
never
moment.
realised that.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you pointed that out. Like, he's literally teasing him. He goes for the kill, but he pulls out really quickly, and Cooper's like,
Yeah.
nothing
What are you
happened.
going to do about it? Like, so cool.
That's incredible strength from Cooper to just hold his resolve during that. That is
but
just
there's
brilliant.
so much happening in that one little
It's
shot.
just like, and he hasn't even got the lightsaber up. It's just, I'm
And
just
he doesn't
chilling.
bring it up.
I'm just chilling.
He just looks at him.
It's like he knew that Charlie wasn't going to go for it. It was just going to be a tease.
Yeah. So good.
Anyway.
That's these guys acting.
Anyway,
And then we
Wow.
have, sure you don't want to share?
You don't want to share?
It's mine!
And it wasn't intentional to have this little pause. Like, originally I thought it was going to be, are you sure I don't want to share? It's mine! But then I realised you have this little drum and this little pause, and you look at Cooper. It looks so intense.
it's just so dramatic. It's just so funny.
Oh, man, so good. And he's just, it's mine, his key line. Oh, man. Charlie's like, uh-oh.
Wow.
And we have another little fight. But the thing about this is, like, if we just went straight fighting now, you'd be like, well, all right, as much as I love lightsaber fighting, it's getting a little bit boring. Like, I can't watch this forever.
Yeah.
We've just had literally a minute straight of fight.
Yeah.
We need something else.
You've got to break it up.
And
with
that's
something.
when we have more character stuff that comes in.
I love how. I just love how it just goes in the air. The lightsaber just goes in the air, comes down into her hand, straight into Zach's face.
So swing, swing, swing. We have a little geography moment.
Yeah.
So
Switch
we can
around.
see that Kira and Zach have gone from fighting, they've kind of gone around the back to the side,
Right. Okay.
around to here. So now we
Yeah.
see in geography kind of where they are.
Hmm.
And then down. Whoop. Love that. So flag disarmed. Look at that kick.
Yeah,
That's such
another
a good
kick.
Kira felt so good about this kick.
I bet she
Because she got kicked so many times by Zach and force pushed by him. She got done by him so many times that this was like her payback moment. And it was
I
so
think
cool.
this was the most epic moment here. It's
crap.
just so good.
And yeah, and with and what you don't see is Kira actually caught Zach's lightsaber after this shot.
Well, yeah, I was saying
Almost
that,
every
yeah.
time.
Oh,
Yeah.
every time. Oh, in the takes.
Almost every time.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. So he sees Zach go back and he's like, oh,
Down on the ground.
I love that facial expression. And then,
Perfect.
what a catch.
Oh,
And then,
it's right in.
that little dolly. Oh, just for the emphasis. So good.
Stay there.
Yeah,
And the music is
yeah.
like this, almost like this revving of an engine.
As
like,
soon as you
Yeah.
propel the camera forward,
Yeah.
the sound is like, straight forward.
Stay there.
It's good.
Oh, he did so good. He did so good. It looks
It's
so
the, it's the
dopey.
noddle. It's the
Yeah.
nod of the head. It's the wobble towards the.
Oh, that's so funny. And then what's
yeah.
happening next?
I don't know.
Finally, Charlie gets to kick Cooper over.
Good
That's
on
a
Charlie.
kind of set up payoff from earlier. Oh, Dutch. Oh, intense. Geography. Oh. Somehow he's fighting off lightsabers. But again, and I was actually worried that people would be like, "Oh, this is silly." This is stupid.
Well, it is.
but I think
silly.
I think it
but it's
walks
not
the line of
stupid.
silly. Yeah. So
It's
Kira
believable.
comes, and he's looking pretty worried. He's trying to fight off just one lightsaber, and she comes with two more. And then then Cooper's just such a beast that he's fighting them all off. And to be fair as well, we also know about the characters of Kira and Charlie
We
at this point.
do.
They're not vicious killers.
No.
They are trying to just put him back. They're probably at this moment trying to figure out how do we pin him down or
Contain
get rid
him.
of the lightsaber or something like that. So
Wear
that's
him
why
out.
they're kind of just wear him out
Wear him
actually.
out,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's a good way of putting it. So there's genuinely a bit of character behind that sort of that thing that's going on. And then there's this little interaction.
Help me.
Oh, and actually as well, I love this lighting here as well. If it was still super sunny, we wouldn't have been able to see Cooper's face. But because God brought the clouds in,
Thanks God.
genuinely, it meant that we could see everything. It looks really nice and soft.
There's still enough shadow too.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm good.
Dad, help me.
I just like watching.
And I love how close in it gets on Cooper there, as you can see his face and how frustrated he is at Zach for being so annoying.
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
And it's not
He's got
only
nothing better to do. He's not even scared anymore. Before he was scared of Kira, but now he's just bowing around.
it's just chilling. But I think what else makes it so funny is the switch of the camera. He didn't
Oh, I'm
cut.
glad.
He
Yes.
just went shum shum.
Yeah.
That's what delivers the comedy as
I'm
well.
so glad that was
With the
goal.
lines that Zach delivers, so funny. Oh. Some of the
Just the
best
way he
moments in
does
the
it.
movie.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Everyone loved that line. Everyone was laughing at that.
It's so funny. I'm so glad. Yeah, I think this bit would be mildly funny if the camera didn't whip, and particularly if Zach didn't do his lines so well. And then whips back, he's still fighting, and then boom,
And he's
it's
got his
actually
tongue
an
out.
invisible. There's an invisible, really hard visual effect shot in this shot. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
No.
No one will ever know.
Magic
I
cinema.
can't. I couldn't even, yeah. You would never be able to tell, honestly. But that took
Really good.
honestly 3 or 4 hours, but it was a really terribly distracting, bad moment that happened here that visual effects helped out with. So
Thank
for
you,
After Effects.
visual effects. For giving Josh way more work to do.
And then boom, he gets his lightsaber. I thought this was so funny when I wrote it. I couldn't stop giggling to myself. Just the absurd idea that he gets given his lightsaber.
Give it back. He loves
And he
his
asks to help
lightsaber.
again. And again, Cooper, I love these lines as well. Cooper's so short with his words. He doesn't even use different words. First he says, Zach, come help me. Doesn't help. Zach, help me. He's like, I know you heard me. I'm not going to be all fancy and try something else. I'm just telling you exactly. You know exactly what you need to do right now. Come and help me.
It's like, can you please come and do this thing? And he's like, do this thing now.
Yeah. And as you can see as well, it also gets closer and closer. Like, yeah, each whip, closer, close up, close up. I just like watching. So just outrageous.
Such a great line. I just like watching.
And what does Cooper think about
It's,
that?
it's not. It's
Oh,
not like
sorry.
I'm really enjoying watching this.
Yeah.
I just like watching.
I just like watching you struggle. Yeah.
What a great
And look at his
teammate.
face. He's so happy about it. Yeah, teammate as well. Oh, and again, this is such a character moment.
I just like watching you do all the work for me.
Oh man. Yeah. And I specifically wrote this scene in, this little bit, because the other three have kind of had particularly their big moment with the face off and that sort of thing. And I wanted Cooper to have but they kind of share that moment, and it is this epic moment, but I wanted Cooper to have this really memorable, hilarious, show his character.
Yeah.
He's the star, fully the star moment.
Yeah, this is his moment.
And I think and it's towards the end, and it's just it works. I think it works really well.
He had to lie down for a long time, but
That's
then when
right.
he came into action, boy, did he make an impact.
So good, and it's just bubbling over. So what did you say again? I just like watching. What does Cooper think of that? Not happy. And wait for it. Motif. Do you hear the horn? Bomb. Yeah, so good.
It's the angry Cooper moment.
That's right.
The horn comes out when Cooper is angry.
That's right. There's such a good fall by these guys as well. And I love just a little like of the lightsaber, and the little lens flares
down it
there.
goes. Shoop, shoop. Oh, and they both do it too.
Oh,
They're
so
really
good.
in sync at the moment.
So well done.
And what happens again? I don't know what happens after this. I just can't remember.
Well, someone is not happy.